In every school, there's always someone who feels like they don't belong. And then, there's someone who needs help but can't ask for it. But sometimes, the smallest heroes are the ones who can make the biggest difference. Jackson, a small, introverted high school boy who looks up to the bigger, more popular kids. In every school, there's always someone who feels like they don't belong. And then, there's someone who needs help but can't ask for it. But sometimes, the smallest heroes are the ones who can make the biggest difference. Jackson sitting alone at lunch. His friend, Benny, a shy, bookish kid, sits down next to him looking worried. Benny, softly, "Hey, Jackson. I don't know how much longer I can take it. Derek, he keeps picking on me, every day." Jackson, raising an eyebrow, "Derek? The big guy with the attitude?" Benny, nods, "Yeah. I tried talking to a teacher, but it's like he owns the whole school. No one cares. I'm just trying to survive, man." Jackson, seriously, don't worry. I got your back, Benny. I'm not letting anyone mess with you. Next day at school. Derek, a large and intimidating bully, is blocking Benny's locker. Jackson watches from a distance. Derek, taunting Benny, "What's up, Four Eyes? You gonna cry again? Or you gonna beg me for mercy like always?" Benny, shrinking back, "Please, Derek, I didn't do anything." Jackson, walking up confidently, "Hey, Derek. You pick on people who can't stand up for themselves because it makes you feel strong?" Derek turns to Jackson, looking down at him with a grin. "Derek, and what are you gonna do about it, short stuff? You gonna cry like Benny?" Jackson, smiling slyly, "Not crying. Just thinking. Thinking about a way to make sure you never bully anyone again." Derek, scoffing, "Yeah, right. I'll enjoy watching you try." Jackson stands tall, meeting Derek's gaze. He doesn't back down. Later that day, Jackson and Benny are sitting in the library, Jackson scribbling something on a piece of paper. Benny, uneasy, "Jackson, are you sure this is gonna work? I don't think you understand, he's scary." Jackson, grinning, "Trust me, Benny. Every bully has a weakness. And Derek? He's no different." Benny, "What are you planning?" Jackson, "Operation Trickster Hero. Step 1, we use his pride against him." The next day, Jackson and Benny put their plan into action. Derek is waiting for Benny at the locker again. Derek, to Benny, smirking, "Back for more? I thought you'd be crying by now." Just as Derek goes to grab Benny's books, a loud, fake roar sounds behind them. Derek spins around. Jackson, off-screen, shouting, "I'm the beast of the hallways, and you've just entered my territory." Derek, confused, looks down the hallway but sees nothing. Jackson steps out from behind a locker dressed in a ridiculous, homemade monster costume with a wig made of towels. Jackson, in a deep, gruff voice, "Leave the weak alone, or face the wrath of the beast." Derek, stunned, "What the?" Benny, laughing nervously, Jackson, are you sure this is a good idea?" Derek, baffled and embarrassed in front of the other students, slowly backs away. Derek, muttering, "What the heck? You're weird, man." Jackson, still in costume, points at Derek dramatically. Jackson, deep voice, "Stay out of my way next time, Derek." Jackson and Benny's friendship grows stronger as the pranks continue. They set up a fake mystery box in the school hallway, filled with stinky fish and a fake spider. Derek falls for it and opens the box, triggering a messy explosion of smells and fake critters. Derek, yelling, "What the heck?" Benny, laughing, "That was epic." Jackson, grinning, "You just have to be clever, Benny." Bullies are all about intimidation. But once they feel embarrassed or scared, they start to back off. One day, Derek finally confronts Jackson. He looks furious. Derek, okay, enough with the games. You and me, after school. Let's see who's really stronger. Jackson nods, calm but determined. Jackson, you got it? But this time, I'm not using tricks. I'm gonna beat you with something stronger than strength, my brain. After school, Derek waits in the parking lot, expecting a fight. Jackson arrives, but instead of a physical showdown, he starts talking to Derek about why bullying makes people miserable. Jackson, you think picking on people makes you powerful, Derek. But it just shows you're insecure. It's not cool. And it's not brave. Real strength is being able to lift people up, not tear them down. Derek, looking uncertain, what are you talking about? You think I care about that stuff? Jackson, I'm not saying you care about anyone else, but what happens when you realize no one's afraid of you anymore? Derek looks around, noticing that the students who once feared him are now looking at him with judgment. Derek, muttering, I never thought about it like that. Jackson walks away, leaving Derek standing alone. The next day, Derek stops bullying Benny. Slowly, the tension between them fades. Jackson and Benny sitting together at lunch, smiling and talking. Benny, you were right, Jackson. You don't need to be big to be strong. Jackson, sometimes, all it takes is a little bit of brains and heart. And so, Jackson proved that the greatest strength doesn't come from how big you are, but from how big your heart and mind can be. And in the end, he became a true hero, not by fighting, but by showing others how to rise above fear and hate.